What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. And today is a big day. They're voting on a stimulus bill today in the Senate. We're going to go over the details of that and also what the Democrats are saying, some surprising news from the Democrats in this video. But first, if you haven't yet, click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. This way you won't miss out on second stimulus check update videos and unemployment extension update videos. My wife and I do all the research for you every single day so we can bring you all the information in a quick, concise video. And don't forget to smash the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel. Also, my heart goes out to everybody that is dealing with the fires in California and Oregon. Man, I have seen a lot of those pictures and it looks crazy. It looks like Mars out there being so red in the sky. Let us know down below in the comments if you or anybody you know or your family is dealing with these fires, if they're safe, and how their situation is going with that. It's very sad. 2020 has been an absolutely crazy year, and I know there will be a lot of people to be happy when we move into 2021 in the next few years. But again, my heart goes out to anybody dealing with these fires, and it's really just a sad situation. Okay, first up, the Senate is voting on a stimulus bill today that has been introduced by the Senate Republicans to bring at least some American people more relief or more stimulus relief during this pandemic. In this bill proposed by the Republicans, there's several different things in this bill. The first one being an extension of the unemployment boost money or the plus up money, which is $300 per week in this bill all the way to the end of the year. So if you're currently unemployed, this would be really good news for you because it would increase your benefits or extend your benefits at $300 per week all the way to the end of the year. That's really good news for the unemployed people. At last count, there was 29.2 million Americans on unemployment right now. That's about 20% of the American workforce. So that's still a lot of people. That includes independent contractors this time around that were able to get unemployment benefits from the federal government, which hasn't happened in the past. The next thing included in this bill is another round of Paycheck Protection Program money, which is money that goes to small businesses to pay for the paychecks, the Paycheck Protection Program, for the employees of that small business to help them keep their jobs and prevent them from losing their jobs during this pandemic. We're seeing a record number of small businesses file bankruptcy since this pandemic has started, and the average business is down significantly, well below their profit margin, and this would give them some relief to help them stay in business until kind of things go back to normal. Also included in this bill is $10 billion for the post office. This is kind of a sweetener that the Republicans threw in for the Democrats, hoping to get some Democrat votes. The Democrats are also very in favor of the unemployment benefits and the Paycheck Protection Program. So it's interesting to see if we do get any Democrat votes, even though this is a Republican bill. They've thrown in a lot of things in this bill that the Democrats want. The one main thing that's in this bill that the Democrats don't really want is liability protections for businesses to help prevent them from being sued from virus-related lawsuits, and it kind of throws in some liability protections for those businesses. Stimulus checks, besides the unemployment checks, the unemployment boost checks, is not included in this bill. There's several things that could happen if this bill passes, is that they could also introduce more bills after that because they are calling this a skinny bill or a smaller bill. It doesn't address everything, but it has some things in there. So if they can get this to pass, we might see several more bills pass also. The other thing that could happen is that the Democrats and the Republicans could negotiate and come to a deal. on a larger stimulus package, which would have enough money in there for stimulus checks, which needs to be at least $300 billion. The Senate Democratic leader, Chuck Schumer, says that there's a good chance that they will pass a stimulus bill before the election. Chuck Schumer says that he believes there is a good chance Congress will pass a new stimulus relief bill and predicted Republicans will feel pressure to provide help for Americans. Chuck Schumer was asked if he believed any bill will pass given the gap between the two parties, and he said yes, there's a good chance that they will feel the pressure once they see that the Democrats are not going to fold to this emancipated bill, which leaves so much out. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said on Tuesday that the Republican-led U.S. Senate aims to vote this week on a drastically scaled-back Republican virus relief bill, which is supposed to be voted on today. So it's interesting that we're hearing Chuck Schumer say this. This is the first time I can really remember Chuck Schumer or Nancy Pelosi being this optimistic that we will get a bill passed before the election. It's been mostly negative part from Nancy. I don't want to say negative Nancy, but she has not been very positive as of lately. Also, Nancy Pelosi just spoke out on this. As Senate Republicans prepare to vote on their newly introduced skinny stimulus relief package, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is holding out on hope that the May introduced HEROES Act still has a chance. Just hours after the GOP, or the Grand Old Party, aka the Republicans, revealed their new proposal in the Senate on Wednesday, Pelosi took to Twitter issuing a call for the HEROES Act to be passed in the Republican-controlled Senate 116 days after it was passed in the House of Representatives, and the Senate never even voted on it. They just ignored it. Nancy says it's been 116 days since the House passed the HEROES Act, and the Senate GOP are finally waking up to the damage their decision to take a pause has caused in communities nationwide. Republicans must stop blocking efforts to pass the policies included in the HEROES Act and pass it into law. Just to briefly show you what some of these fires look like in California and Oregon, it's a very sad story, and it looks like it's covering a lot of area, and a lot of families are affected by this. And even a lot of firefighters and first responders are having to deal with this. The sky, like this picture right here, it looks like it's from Mars, and these are not filtered pictures. This is actually how some of these pictures look. It's a very, very humbling experience what's going on right there right now. There's also some big news on the election front with mail-in voting. There's an investigation underway after bags of mail was found dumped in a Los Angeles parking lot. An investigation is underway after authorities reported finding piles of unopened mail dumped in two Glendale, California locations this week. Police Sergeant Christian Humptman said U.S. Postal Service personnel requested assistance with possible stolen mail or whatever was dumped in an alleyway on Thursday morning by the LA Times. Hours later, a second call came in from a business owner who witnessed a similar incident in a parking lot nearby. The footage comes as Democrats have sounded the alarm about charges to the Postal Service by the Trump administration and said service changes may result in voter suppression in the presidential election. A lot of people are concerned about mail-in voting and the potential mail-in voting fraud. It's a very touchy issue because we have a pandemic going on. Mail-in voting has been around for a long time, but because this pandemic is going on, there's a lot of people that don't want to go and wait in line with thousands of people to vote and potentially stand in line for hours, which sometimes happens. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It's completely free to do so, and to smash the like button for me. You can click on this bottom video to watch a video I did about the problems with mail-in voting. And this top video is my newest stimulus check video. This video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.